been disappointed. Once again, it's Irvine who gets the touch. So Rangers are about to make the change now, and Trevor Stephen will come off, and Gordon Petric is a man coming on. There's absolutely no doubt that Trevor Stephen has been running out of steam on that right-hand side, especially in the second half, with Gary Smith pushing forward and supporting Stephen Glass. And they've given Trevor Stephen a hard time, and McLaren's been pulled out of the central area. But here's a chance now for Ali McCoy, so once again it's Irvine who stretches in. The Rangers have the corner kick, and inevitably it's Gascoigne to take it. So John Brown guards the back door as Gough moves forward. David Robertson sitting there as well, just keeping an eye on Scott Booth as Gascoigne delivers the corner kick. McLaren claims for it, it's off the bar, the goalkeeper got a touch on it. Well, that's twice that McLaren has been denied by the frame of the goal, and that's Robertson who sends in the shots. Rangers claim a corner kick, but the referee isn't interested. But McLaren so unlucky in this match. He struck the post in the first half with a header, and on that occasion Michael Watt got a very good touch to the ball onto the underside of the bar. So that's a header from Petric, the substitute. That's laid off by Laudrup. This is Jury. It's Laudrup going into the wide area, being chased all the way by Irvine. Irvine makes a challenge, he's just late with that one. It's a free kick to Rangers. He's hardly put a foot wrong this afternoon, Brian Irvine, but just a little late there. So again, Rangers push forward Gough and McLaren and Petric. It's Gascoigne who takes it. It's a poor one on this occasion. This is Robertson. It's Jury. Taking up and down well, holding off the challenge of Gary Smith. Petric is just ahead of him. Still well forward. But three Aberdeen players there as Jury tries to get forward. And they've been quite happy to get the throw in out of that. Meanwhile, Aberdeen are waiting to make a change. Padipo is the man coming on, and Booth is going off. So Padipo, who will be 20 this August, Aberdeen-born player, comes into the fray, and it's just a straight swap. They'll move in up front. There's Gough getting a touch at the other end, and it's Stephen Glass. It's charged down by Petric for the throw to the Dons. So just 15 minutes left for Rangers to win this championship or face a daunting trip down to Ayrshire next Saturday. But you can see why Aberdeen pushed out the boat to keep Stephen Glass at the club. They signed him on a new contract. He's a special young player. But, here's Gascoigne now for Rangers. Through for Jury. And right across the face of goal.
A bit too much in that, Jury. Good ball in a good area, just too high with a bit too much pace.
Well, after scoring that excellent equaliser, Gascoigne's been pretty quiet, but maybe he's just keeping something for these later stages. He's been accused of running out of steam on so many occasions. McLaren. Petric is playing in the wide area. Petric pushing forward now. And a real mix-up there. That's a corner kick. Irvine and Watt both going for the ball. The goalkeeper's not happy. It was McLaren who clipped it forward. There seemed absolutely no problem at all. Petric didn't seem to have a chance of getting near this, and then Irvin and Watt get into a tangle, and Rangers got the corner, which is taken by Gascoigne. McLaren's there again. It's a goal kick. So Rangers just have to be careful now that they don't become too frustrated.
Well, I think they are a little. It's a good teasing corner again from Gascoigne. McLaren looks as if he's going to get a clean header on it, but what happens is Pestries comes in behind him. It's hard to see, but Pestries come in at the back of him with the defender and bumps him, and he ends up heading it high over the bar. But just the final ball's just not making it tell in the right areas for Rangers.
Well, although Rangers won both games this season at Pittodrie, it was a 1-1 draw here at Ibrox in the championship match earlier in the season. The goals coming from Jess, who's been sent to Coventry, and Salenko, who's been sent to Istanbul. And meanwhile, the offside flag is up as Billy Dodds moved forward. Here's McLaren. Now, Rangers have suffered just the 2 defeats here at Ibrox in the league this season, to Hibs and to Hearts. But, there's a lot of pressure on them playing in front of these big crowds, and it's a point Richard Gough made a couple of months ago. He said that in the run-in, some of the toughest games would come at home, because the crowd can certainly start applying a pressure to the reactions. Well, if it stays like this much longer, Tommy Burns might be ordering the skipper of the speedboat to go ashore. And the Celtic players will be coming up from behind the sofa to watch the last few minutes, because it would certainly keep them going. Well, the referee has awarded the free kick just outside the area.
It's a fair old scrap. Determined to get there, Jury, and Smith being stubborn as defenders should be, not giving in. It's a free kick in a dangerous area, especially with Gascoigne about. Anticipate Gough and everybody else going up for this one.
And a yellow card was shown there to Gary Smith. So another chance for Rangers to do something. Kettridge is on the far side, Gough's here as well. So too is McCall. Gascoigne lifts it over, and it's McCoy's who got the touch. Well, he's managed a couple of headers. It's coming on, but they've both gone wide.
Yeah, great free kick again. In the right area. McCoy stretching all the way for it, hard to get over it. Certainly one thing for sure, McCoy won't leave it for anybody else.
There are 10 minutes left here at Ibrox Stadium. It's Rangers 1, Aberdeen 1. Irvin for Aberdeen after 19 minutes. Gascoigne for Rangers after 21 minutes. Rangers have twice struck the goal frame. Both times it was Alan McLaren with headers. Once off the post, and the second time Michael Watt touched the ball onto the bar. At the other end, Aberdeen have had chances also. Scott Booth, before he went off in the second half, he had tested Andy Gorham in the first 45 minutes when he was clear through in goal. And then Dean Windus had a header which was touched over by Gorham. It's been very evenly balanced. Here's Gascoigne now, pushing forward, showing great determination. Oh, he's done it again! It's unbelievable!
What a goal.
Rangers 2, Aberdeen 1, and Ibrox goes absolutely wild. Well, I did say he was perhaps keeping something for the closing stages. He had gone a bit quiet, but he was obviously keeping something for a lung-busting run. He goes right through the defence, and what a marvellous finish. Rangers 2, Aberdeen 1, and they're on course for 8 in a row.
What we say about this guy, Tyler, in certain games, Jerry, he's certainly not evident there. He's left him in midfield, beaten 2 players, and he's just kept going. Sheer determination. But Laudrup, watch Laudrup, the run is superb. He takes angles inside with tremendous composure in the finish. We keep saying big time players will come and play, and they'll make things happen on a big day, and Gascoigne's done it again.
Well, the flags and banners all around Ibrox Stadium. Absolute bedlam. Gascoigne gets his second goal of the game, and Rangers are on course for the championship. It's headed away by Petric. Here's Gascoigne. It's fired in by Windus. Well, he was just keeping some extra gas in the tank, Charlie.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You know, there's one thing for sure when you get Gascoigne, Laudrup, you see Celtic with Andy Tom. You'll get quality players who, when it's necessary to make it count, will make it happen. Gascoigne's done it twice today. He's been fairly quiet otherwise. Two pieces of genius, and Rangers are certainly in front.
Here's Ali McCoist. Well, you'll go a long, long way to see two better goals from one player in one game. This is Stephen Glass, and Petric does the job again. Well, it was certainly a good substitution by Walter Smith. They had to do something in that area of the field because Rangers were struggling down that left-hand side because of Glass. But Petric has come in now and he's defending it. And here's Laudrup. Rangers can go in for the kill now. It's McCoist. Laudrup's away through the middle. Robertson's running through. So too is McCall. And it's David Rowson who makes a good challenge. Now Rangers are pouring players forward. They just need another one to put it beyond any shadow of a doubt. That's Gascoigne now with 18 goals from midfield. And there's Jury firing one in. I think, Charlie, when people look back on this championship, apart from Celtic having too many draws, the spread of goals that's come from the Rangers team. Celtic have depended too much on Van Hooijdonk, who's done a great job for them. Yeah. But there's been a spread of goals from Rangers.
Yeah, of course, that's been a big plus for them. With Jury having a good goal-scoring season, McCoist, as always, throws in his quota. And then you've had somebody like Gascoigne, 18 goals, which is superb. Celtic only had John Collins in the early part of the season to give him a few goals.
Well, here he comes again. Is he going to make it a hat-trick? And this time it's Irvin who stops his ambitions. And here come Rangers again, through McLaren for a finish to this match. McLaren keeps the run going, he deserves a goal. Well, so unlucky. Off the post, off the bar, and just wide of target. Played a lovely 1-2 there with Laudrup. Kept the run going, took a touch on it.
Well, it's a typical defender's finish. McCoist was about a yard inside him, screaming for it, as he always would be. But a great 1-2, bad defending, to be honest, by Aberdeen. They let him go. A pretty well finish in the end from McLaren, and that would have really tied it up.
There are 4.5 minutes left, plus stoppage time. Rangers lead Aberdeen by 2 goals to 1. It's Aberdeen pushing forward, though. And they've got the corner kick, so there's still some anxious moments to come for Rangers. So Archie Knox in conversation again with Walter Smith. Gorham commits himself. Jury gets a touch. Here's Laudrup. Jury's breaking forward. McCoist is away as well. McCoist is running through the middle. Gary Smith goes across to try and cut him off. It's Jury in possession. Robertson's arriving as well. The Jury goes down. That's a penalty. It's a penalty. So the chance for Rangers to tie it all up. And this will be the chance, perhaps, for Paul Gascoigne to score his hat-trick. Gordon Jury showed great determination. He was taken down by Paul Bernard. Well, Gordon Durie missed from the penalty spot last week. It's Gascoigne who's going to take this one, and Gascoigne has already scored from the penalty spot. This is the hat-trick in the championship. 86 minutes gone, and Rangers have won the championship. Gascoigne has scored the hat-trick, and there's absolute jubilation all around these stands. An afternoon of the highest drama, a brilliant penalty, three absolutely stunning goals from Paul Gascoigne, and he's loving it, and he's still got a trophy to collect tonight.
Well, it's tremendous stuff from McCoist. McCoist was to take the penalty kick. Gascoigne pleaded with him. I think a couple of weeks ago at Raith Rovers he decided to give it to Durie, and he's given Gascoigne a chance in his hat-trick, especially when it could be McCoist's last match at Ibrox. Tremendous effort, but well, the man's got a hat-trick.
So the celebrations begin all around Ibrox, and Rangers might not be finished yet. My goodness, Aberdeen have made them fight all the way. But a magnificent response from Paul Gascoigne. There are less than 2 minutes to go, and Petric is happy just to drag the ball towards the corner flag, and he's got, well, that looked like a corner, but the referee's giving a goal kick. So Rangers about to make another change. Ian Durrant is getting ready to come on. Still play rages on though, as Rangers wait to make the change. That's given away towards Laudrup. It's Glass who challenges though. It's picked up by Gascoigne. That's Laudrup, Petric, McLaren. Back to Goff. We're inside the final minute. And it's really quite apt that Ian Durrant is waiting to come on. A man who suffered horrific injury against Aberdeen at Pittodrie and lost so much out of his career. He's waiting to come on in these final stages. I just wonder if he'll get the chance. Yeah, he's got to get that chance now. Gordon Durie is the man who will be leaving the field. Well, it was Gordon Durie who got Rangers that penalty kick. He's certainly contributed hugely to the season with his goals also. He's got a lot of goals over Christmas, New Year period. And on comes Ian Durrant. And this is a fixture that will always be a very emotional one for him.
Yeah, well, emotions are very high, and I played in the Aberdeen game when he got the bad injury. Emotions are always very high when you're in your way to your championship, and I think it's great when you see this side of the game, the McCoys giving Gascoigne the opportunity in the penalty, and Durrant getting the big reward of getting on in the day that they win it.
So McCoy's taking a tumble, and the free kick is awarded. We're now into stoppage time. Gascoigne is already celebrating inside the centre circle as we watch the replay of McCoy's been taken down there. There goes the final whistle. Rangers are champions for the 8th consecutive season. They're champions for the 9th time in 10 years, and they're champions for the 46th time in their history. And there's the man who scored 3 goals, and there's a man who's led them to 5 of these titles in his own right. A stunning performance by Paul Gascoigne, and the celebrations really get underway. Well, there's the manager with his captain, John Brown, who's seen it all as well. He's been here during all of these 8 years. Celebrates, but no one celebrates more than Paul Gascoigne. And Ian Durrant will be delighted to have been out there for those closing seconds. So there's absolute bedlam here now. Archie Knox takes part in the celebrations. Walter Smith couldn't be a prouder man. And Alan McLaren, who played such a terrific role in that match, both defensively and in attack. They all celebrate. And Laudrup, who missed the earlier part of the season, has come in to weave his magic. But there's a man, there's a real magician. And he's also eligible to play in the Scottish Cup final. Just a wee bonus, Charlie.
Well, it's certainly not just a bonus for him, it's a bonus for all the Rangers supporters who can see them.
So the players leave the field, and there will be a short break before they come back out to receive the championship trophy. And Gascoigne is the last man to leave the field. So you'll be rejoining us shortly for the presentation of the championship trophy. But the final score here at Ibrox Stadium is Rangers 3, Aberdeen 1.
What do you make of that? Rangers 3, Aberdeen 1. That's the first time the championship title has been clinched live on television. You saw it with us. The championship title is at Ibrox for the 8th consecutive year. Join us after this break for post-match analysis and reaction, of course, from Ibrox. Welcome back. 3-1 Rangers. They won their 8th title this afternoon. Let's go back to Ibrox and Jerry McNee.
Welcome back, everyone. We're just awaiting the reappearance of Richard Gough and his players to collect the trophy, which is already out there on the podium. And the photographers there massed just all around the tunnel, waiting for the emergence of the players. And a trophy now that has been at Ibrox for 8 years and 46 titles in total. Walter Smith, of course, has been involved in all 8 of these. The first title shared with Dumbarton way back in 1891. And the Rangers fans have enjoyed so many of these days. So the presentation about to be made by Lord McFarlane of Bearsden, who is the chairman of Bells, the league sponsors, and he's flanked by Stuart Thompson and Charlie Mann, also at Bells. So a sight we've seen so often, the red and blue ribbons, and we're just waiting now for Richard Gough. The players are back in the tunnel area, and there'll be one almighty roar here. Paul Gascoigne wins his first league championship medal to add to the FA Cup medal of a few years ago, and certainly old stagers like Richard Gough and John Brown picking up 8 medals, which is a tremendous achievement. And there he goes with his little lad. And they got him. It's a real family occasion. And there's a man who's been so unlucky, Stephen Wright, who's been out all season because of injury. And Ian Ferguson, who missed the run-in. So 47,000 people here today to witness this. And so many more, of course, on television. So now Rangers will turn their attentions to the Scottish Cup final. And then, after a short break, the pressure begins all over again as they get into the Champions League qualifiers. So Richard Gough leads his men onto the field. And he really has been a marvellous captain, Charlie.
Yeah, I think we'll talk about Gascoigne today all the time. I think you look back at the result, but I think Richard Gough, I was speaking to him last weekend, and I think he gets sick to death every time he comes up to pick this trophy up, and he's got his shirt and tie and he's sailing.
So Richard Gough goes forward to collect the Premier Division trophy. It's 8 in a row for Rangers. And it's handed now to Brian Laudrup. Such an influential player over the past couple of seasons. And Stuart McCall, who's got back into the side recently. Now Gascoigne moves forward. And he picks up the Bells trophy. A hat-trick. Certainly man of the match, no doubt about that. Appreciation shown there by Gordon Petrich. This is a day I'll long remember. And a nice touch now as the Rangers players bring their children onto the field to join in the celebrations. Gordon Jury, what a fantastic contribution he made just over the Christmas New Year period when Rangers built up a reasonable lead. They scored a lot of goals, and now they're getting ready for the photographers and the lap of honour, and you can imagine these celebrations